Hello everyone, David here from multitool.org. Today we're going to take a look at the Gerber Armbar series. The Gerber Armbars we have in front of us are the drive on the right hand side, and on the left we have the trade and the scout. The Armbar drive came out a few years ago when it was Gerber's take on a more compact form, I think, of the Gerber center drive with the inline Phillips driver. It was a very popular feature for the series. The drive was a very popular model, had some issues involving some weak back springs where people felt that the driver should have snapped more authoritative. The implements were all good implements. They just didn't have a whole lot of strength and retention to them. The armbar drive, or all of the armbars, feature a blade. The drive in particular has a pair of scissors, a reamer or awl, and a driver that has a removable bit on the end of it, a flat on one side and a Phillips on the other. The aforementioned issue is, even though it's a compact unit, a lot of people felt that whenever you would snap the drive into place, the driver, there's no lock whatsoever on the drive. It's very weak, doesn't take a whole lot of effort to move it. I feel it's a benefit to use it at a 90-degree angle, but it'd be nice if there was a half stop to keep that locked at 90 or locked at 45, excuse me, and open it a full 90 degrees. On my drive in particular, I find it relatively easy to open up the one-hand opening blade as well as closing it one-handed. Both with the scout and the trade, I'm not able to do that one-handed. The pivots on these are extremely tight, and I'm not able to perform that function one-handed. On all three, two, the scissors work extremely well. I don't have any issues with the scissors cutting any kind of cordage or cloth or paper. They all cut easy. Aside from the tight blades on the scout and the trade, the driver on the trade isn't much better in terms of retention, of making sure that drive stays tight. It's still relatively easy to, as you can see, it snaps with a little more authority, but it does still move relatively easy. So if you're driving a screw in, if you try to use too much torque or get a little aggressive with it, it may indeed fold on you during use. Still, there isn't even a 45-degree angle hold in this one, but if you want to, you can use it at a 45 in order to help generate some more torque to get those screws tightened down. The saw that's on the trade and the scout, it's pretty good. It's nowhere near the replacement for a larger size saw, something that you see in a full-size multi-tool. But for being such a compact implement, it does a very good job at cutting. I didn't experience any binding. It did a good job at not getting clogged with any wood debris as you're sawing. All of the implements all have that same issue, where a fairly weak detent on that slip joint. The reamer or awl that is on the trade and the drive is really good, nice and pointy, really easy to, give me just a moment here, really easy to bore holes in wood, leather, etc. It's got a pretty good point to it. I definitely don't have an issue in regards to making it work. I mean, also being like real stubby on the end of it, so you tend to get a lot of good torque on it. The new addition that is on the Scout in the trade is the pocket clip. I personally like just throwing it in the bottom of my pocket. I really don't care much for the pocket clip, although it is a nice added feature. On the Scout, they added a can opener. Can opener is kind of reminiscent of very old school can opener, something you'd see on really like old imperial style, very antique-ish style can opener. It does a really great job though. It doesn't hold back. It definitely cuts the cans open really quickly. It doesn't have any sharpened edge to it like some other can openers, but does a good job regardless. I personally like the Armbar series. They're a compact version of Gerber's full-size tools. They come in at a reasonable price, about $45. That's Gerber's price, not discounted prices. Oh, one last implement I always seem to forget. On the end, you have a hammering surface on all three models, which also opens out to be doubled as a light-duty pry bar or a bottle opener. But anyways, all three models, really nifty. I'm glad Gerber's kept these around, but I still feel that there's some work to be done in terms of tweaking these designs to get some of the little kinks out that don't make them an excellent tool, but make them an alright tool, a decent everyday carry item without going to a full-size multi-tool. Well, thanks for watching. If you guys would like to see more of this content, be sure to give me a thumbs up, and I'd also appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel.